Now when you tap on it, Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. That's what I yama 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 yama.
Okay, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and a pleasant welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9. My name is Khan Oliver Khan. I'm here with Princess Alexa Vanjakoli. Interestingly, our brother Jerome Roosevelt is not here today.
But we're not seeing changes. Promises you made, you and your rescue team. We're not seeing changes.
Nevertheless, plenty things will be discussed on today's edition.
You wish haunting.
There are a whole lot of issues in the country.
You dance.
Interestingly, our government, the government of Liberia, the government and the people of Liberia,
who you rather give the rescue now? You and your rescue team
would then be confronted with the situation of drug in the country.
I just wanna ask you one.
No matter how you see this thing to be, the drug situation is a very, very serious crisis.
What they want, then you say you give the rescue.
Liberia is at risk.
Mr. Rescue.
This country could be labeled a narco country. This country could be labeled a drug-infested republic. If we do not take this matter seriously, the Republic of Liberia could have a very damaging image on the outside, where your passport, my passport, all of us, our passports as Liberians, will be subjected to international scrutiny because our country would then become a safe haven for drugs.
You say you are going to change.
Interestingly, the Republic of Liberia, our country, your country, my country,
You and your rescue team.
should not,
We not see.
must not.
You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude.
This country should never be a country associated with drugs.
But the Liberian people suffering.
Interestingly, the government of Liberia is giving the citizens a lot of reasons to keep suspecting.
Tell me who you rather give the
The suspicion in the area is something that we cannot phantom. Too many things happening.
rescue.
A lot of issues, a lot of conspiracies ongoing. People say this, people say that.
What they want, then you say you give the rescue.
We keep hearing too many gossip, too many rumors.
People say not like you.
We again investigating all of what we are gathering, but it has been reported that the DEA director, the acting director, the officer in charge of the Drug Enforcement Agency of Liberia, the Honorable Fijera Biago, we are told Biago is being pressured by folks from above to succumb. We are also being told that Biago is refusing to compromise the integrity of his job.
Since you made you and your rescue.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we are being told Biago is being pushed. He's being pushed. It's been alleged that he's being pushed by forces above him
You wish haunting.
to admit to something that he is not professionally, satisfied with.
Wish haunting.
They want him, in simple terms, to shield the actual perpetrators.
You and your rescue team.
That is what we are gathering. We are hoping that it is not true. We are hoping that the rumors surrounding his planned resignation is not something authentic,
The people what they want.
because the stories we are gathering from that particular situation, the stories are not encouraging, as a matter of fact. We have been told that this man is allegedly being pressured to resign, since indeed he is not willing to play according to the rules of the people above him. Interestingly, our president, His Excellency Joseph Yoman Boakai, on yesterday addressed the Republic of Liberia. I was not able to listen. Oh yeah, I didn't have the chance to listen. I was unable to listen. The World Cup started, so I had limited time to listen. I was paying attention to the World Cup, but I'm told he spoke about the drug issue. I'm told he spoke about how his government is committed to ensuring that this issue is resolved. But beyond the political and presidential speech that was delivered, there is a need for concrete action that is going to ensure that transparency and accountability
But we're not seeing changes. Promises you
and a total cleansing of the Liberian people's name will be the order of the day. I did not see that happening.
Unity party, they can't come.
From what I read, from the script of the speech delivered, from what I read yesterday, I'm yet to think about whether that speech can solve the problem we are having. In addition, we have the voice of the Minister of Justice, the Honorable Onswell Tuer of the Republic of Liberia. Interestingly, Onswell Tuer is telling us that he cannot tell us whether the man who received the drug is either dead or alive. Justice Minister Onswell Tuer is telling us that he cannot confirm whether Emmanuel T. Zion is dead or alive. When this kind of news keep popping up, what do you think about it? It will show that the government of Liberia, for some reason, somebody somewhere would think that the government of Liberia is hiding something. And the government is supposed to be very transparent so that the people of our country will continue to have that trust and admiration, that confidence within the system. Too many things happening. Interestingly, we are being told that the yellow machines that came to the country, the government of Liberia still owing the people.
But we're not seeing changes.
Oh yeah. We are being told that the people are still making confusion with the government behind the scene for their yellow machine money. Stanton Witherspoon, an individual who brought the Joe Barker government to power through his Spoon Talk platform, on yesterday made a shocking disclosure to the Liberian people that the vendors, the suppliers of the so-called yellow machines are angry, they are pissed off, they are concerned as to why the government of Liberia under His Excellency Joe Yuma Boakai and Jeremiah Kpankun is yet to pay them their money. Too many things happening. We will take a break and bring you Crime Stoppers Liberia. We're also going to bring you Jane Jong Liberia. And later on, we're going to bring you Tipmin Liberia. These are our sponsors right here on 87.9. But most importantly, we also have Win Liberia. Win Liberia is that particular cash giveaway entity
But we're not seeing changes.
that will give you money just by playing using 50 Liberian dollars.
We're not seeing changes.
So the loans are still MTN mobile money users can use
Unity party, they can't come.
you can use $50 to play by dialing *255 *1#.
Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering.
The orange money users can play by dialing *255 *6#.
Liberian people suffering.
With just 50 Liberian dollars, you stand a chance to win for yourself 2,005
I said, it's a rest.
up to 10,000 Liberian dollars. Too many things happening.
One question, now will you give the rest?
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll bring you the rest of the conversation
The people what they want.
right here on 87.9. My name is Kai. Alexa is here.
It's a rest. The people
This is Freedom Radio Liberia.
yama, 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 hey. The way you keep the rescue. Let me ask you. It's a rest. The people say not like you.
Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them.
Yes, beats.
Chicho,
Hey, everybody want you Chicho. I love my Chicho, hey, Chicho. You put my baby city, then the Chicho. Yeah, that's the reason like my Chicho. Power. What take your mama up, Chicho. Chicho can make you take a trust, Chicho. Me and I worry about the cool. Chicho will take away my cool. I fell in love with Chicho again, baby, go long. Chicho, now me Martin long. Where you live now, can be a sing song. You speak Chinese like Chan Chicho, Chan Chan Wa. Okay. I love my Chicho, yeah, I want you Chicho. Chicho, yeah, I want you Chicho. Hey, everybody want you Chicho. I love my Chicho, yeah, Chicho. You put my baby city, that is Chicho. The young guy said that is Chicho.
You think I maybe they get you, and then you get me to see how she holding me. Nigga, sorry. I say that two things, junk and 24, you can be to get in chat, can be the medicine. So all your native and Congo, they drinking, who never drinking and getting drunk. They also are her that can fight heart diseases, they can fight romantics, especially those of you that have weak erection and causing problems and other sicknesses. They message go strictly to your native. I hope you're hearing me, please.
Okay, so welcome back to the program Freedom Hub on 87.9. Alexa, good afternoon, my dear, and welcome.
Hi. I would like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. And I would like to say welcome to the midweek's presentation of Freedom Hub. You want to get two persons here today. I don't know where the deacon is, but I'm sure wherever he is okay. Jerome, I hope you're okay. I hope you are keeping safe. But we have a lot to talk about. And we continue from where we stopped yesterday, and there are also new updates, here and there. So we're going to discuss all these different things in country. However, we'd like to say welcome.
Okay, so because the biggest surprise is about to hit the Republic of Liberia. We are following a very sensitive lead from the DEA, very sensitive lead from the the RIA. All we can say is, if you can still pray for your country. It is very damaging, very, very terrible. I don't know how these guys allow the country to be disgraced to that extent. It is very, very appalling. I am disappointed. Alexa, I'm very, very disappointed. Very disappointed to be a Liberian at about this time. I'm hoping that there will be a time where I'll once again be proud to be a Liberian, because what we are gathering is very, very terrible. The guys have used our country very badly. They've exploited this country very terribly. And within the last 10 months, what happened in this country, drug wise, according to what we are gathering? Oh my God. Wow. I mean, how could people be that wicked, Alexa, to the country? How could people be that self-seeking, self-centered? Because when you do not consider the image of the republic and you decide to venture into narco transactions, serious matter, toxic, goods, you decide to ruin the image of our country. It only shows that you are self-seeking. You do not love this country. You do not value this republic. I mean, it is about yourself. What we know about the drug issue, I mean, it's unfortunate. We are even becoming afraid. We're even becoming afraid because our country is retrogressing. Sadly, this is not what we all thought will happen. And this is not what we all thought that will happen under an experienced president, His Excellency Joe Boyka. None of us in our own widest imagination would have ever thought, that President Boyka will be president of our country, and drugs and Liberia will become a hot spot for drugs. The Liberia and drugs will be mentioned simultaneously in the same paragraph. Nobody would have ever thought that under a Joe Boakas presidency, we will have this situation, considering the level of campaign messages that propelled him to the mansion. Considering what his campaign team will always present to the Liberian people as his manifesto and plans for the country. Regrettably, Liberians are sitting home, in serious anger, and somebody would say in agony. They're terribly saddened, about what appears to be a disappointing moment in their lives. Imagine, being subjected to multiple scrutiny at the different airports around the world, only because a few group of hungry, selfish, very heartless group of individuals decided, to plunge the good image of our country for their own selfish desire. We are getting credible, very sensitive, dangerous information about the whole drug trade. I mean, sometimes I just do not want to talk. Sometimes, Alexa, I want to remain mute. Sometimes I want to be very economical with my disclosures. Because it's just difficult to talk. It is just as difficult to talk as we speak. The Americans, the Europeans, and all the international folks, including our people in the sub region, ECOWAS, and our folks in our most immediate Mano River Union, they are concerned. The regional body, how you call it, AU is concerned about it. The continental body is concerned, and the whole world is concerned, because drug trafficking is no small situation. How come, if a government that is supposed to be rescuing all of us, a government that should be, redefining the image of our country, because that's what they promised during the campaign. A government that was supposed to polish what they then consider as, a deteriorating image of the country. A government that was supposed to upgrade the status of the country is now taking the status of the country, down the mud, down the drain. This is disappointing. This is very sad. It's pathetic. We don't feel proud every day coming to this radio station to discuss a drug issue. The reason why we consistently come and talk about this issue, before we really start the real conversation, Elisha, and those of you listening, is because the government, from all indication, is not willing, it's not prepared, to play fair. From what we are seeing, the government is still hiding something. From what we are noticing, from the investigation, from the different leaks that we have gathered, and nobody will fool you. We got all of the information. People leaking it to us, but for the sensitive nature of the case, we decide to respect the government and say, okay, so we know what we know, but let's see whether there will be men and women enough, to disclose the truth. And so we are waiting. We're waiting for whatever you want to declare, and we are hoping that you will be patriotic enough to declare the real persons of interest, the real individuals of interest, because an attempt not to do so, not only will you be getting in trouble with all of us in this country as local Liberians, but our international partners will have you on record. The world is going to blacklist Liberia. Alexa, before we come to the show, we're having some tete-a-tete, and our sources called us and told us that even Brussels Airlines is contemplating on terminating her flights to Monrovia. This is because our country is being negatively branded, in the international sphere as a drug hub. Interestingly, this is happening under our president, who happens to be a deacon in the Baptist Church, an elder for that matter. This is not. I mean, this is unacceptable. We do not think this should define us, and that's why we are calling on the government to behave professionally. The government should act accordingly. The government should act void of sentiments and biases. The government should do what is appropriate, and that will lead us to our main conversation, because we have been told that as a result of all of what's happening, the DEA director is being pressured to resign. They are not telling him to resign, but they are doing things that he is no longer comfortable with handling. So it is being reported that as a result of the alleged, pressuring of the DEA director, the acting CEO, the acting, officer in charge of the DEA, by folks above him in terms of political and governmental ranks, we are being told, it's been alleged that he is at a point where he will just wake up one morning and say, Mr. President, I tire. Thank you. He will just resign. I mean, these are things that are happening. But Alexa, as we get prepared for the main topics, I just thought to rally our people and let them know where we are as a country and what's actually happening to our own republic.
Okay, so it has been a couple of days and counting. I think we started this conversation since Monday of last week.
Mhm.
And for the first time in a long time, we have stayed on this very topic. We have not deviated from this topic. We continue to talk about this, huge consignment of drugs every single day. And we're still not going to deviate. Even if we have something else to talk about, we're still going to mention this and talk about it. If it is 30 minutes, an hour, or whatever, we have made a commitment to ourselves on this platform to continue to talk about this. And it is also a sad thing, Oliver, and I think I share your disappointment. I am as well disappointed because Mr. Boakai promised transformational leadership. He promised a responsible government, responsible leadership. He promised accountability. He promised Liberians that things are not going to be the same because, according to them, what happened when he had his, predecessor, it was worse. According to them, they had their own words to describe what was happening in Liberia. So that was never going to happen. And Mr. Boakai is here today with, a platform and a huge influence, as well as an opportunity to do things differently, to also display the transformational leadership they talked about. But here we are. It seems like we keep going back, and back. And we're supposed to be moving forward. We're not supposed to go backward. We're supposed to keep moving in a direction that is the right trajectory. But at this point in time, everybody feels some level of disappointment. Everybody feels some level of fear because the thing is, Liberians are looking forward to the government of the day to do what is necessary.
That's right.
And I'm disappointed because the government of the day continues to, have a comparison. They continue to take us back to, but it's on the other people where you're saying it's not happening. That should not be the conversation. That should not be the discussion of the day. What we should be discussing, what should be the discussion of the day is the government that we have to, work in making sure this entire thing is curbed, this entire thing is, minimized or kicked out of our country. But that is not the case. If you go to the social media, you're going to see hypocrites. They're there saying, so the time they brought the other just what you did. We're no longer in the back maybe 2 years now. We're in a different era. We're in a different year, and we have a different government. And this government promised change. When you talk about transformation, you don't just speak the word. No, you have to act the word you speak. But here we are, and every day we're getting different updates. Our mothers are crying on the other end. You have our young boys and girls. They're being destroyed on a daily basis because drugs are available in the country. And the people who are bringing these things here to destroy our young boys and girls, they're out there going. So only the ordinary people you're going to see with cameras on them, you're going to see videos, and all that. But the real people, the powerful people, or the people who are part of the quote unquote cartel, they're nowhere to be seen.
That's right.
And the government is there. Everybody is making some sort of a rude statement out of arrogance or whatever it is described to be. And that is not what it should be. That is not what it should be. So, we did not actually plan to keep talking about one thing over and over again. No, that was not our plan because, every day we get here, Oliver has a menu that is always very packed. We always have a couple of things to talk about. But at this point, we promised ourselves that we'll continue to talk about this. We're not going to go with the usual trends where we just talk about the thing for 2 days and then we're done. But we'll be on it here. When our 5 minutes say we'll talk about it. When I want hour, we'll talk about it because the people need to do what they are supposed to do. And we'll continue being on this path until the right thing can be done. Seriously.
Okay, so gradually we are going to be running deeply into the conversation. If you were there, like we said, the cash giveaway is on. DJ Mavis is charged with the responsibility while we are on the radio to keep paying you your money here on the platform. So star 255 star 1 hash is the code. We're gonna go now quickly and jump into some money. Yeah, we wanna give some money as a matter of fact. But let's go. Let's go quickly. Okay. Let's go. Let us go to what is happening in the country. Let's start with a shocking disclosure that was made by Stanton Witherspoon. There is a reason why. There is a reason why we are all concerned about what Stanton said about the yellow machines. Again, since the government is still investigating, it is important that when we have sensitive information from unconfirmed sources, it is important that we also tell the government. So yes, say this, and this. Stanton is reporting that our government, the Liberian government, Stanton is reporting that the Liberian government is yet to pay for all the yellow machines. The conversation we are on is about drugs. Why yellow machine? There is a rumor in town. We are yet to independently verify that rumor. We are still investigating. There is a rumor in town that those yellow machines may have been somewhere, somehow used.
The second here do get.
There is a rumor in town that those yellow machines may have been used. Alexa, to transport those drugs. It has been alleged. So we are concerned.
Yeah.
Did our government officials check the yellow machines properly when they were arriving, or were just happy? Or we were just happy that yellow machine coming? And then nothing to ponder over. Hope the security people will follow that lead and look at exactly what they can do in it. But with that thing, let us go to the main issue. Stanton Witherspoon is concerned. According to him, and by the way, Stanton Witherspoon is the lead host of the program Spoon Talk, which has been aired on Spoon FM and several other auxiliary radio stations. Other people will say subsidiary radio stations. Fabric, the other one, Super FM. You can name it. You can name the rest of it. So Stanton said the yellow machine people call him, and they told him, says, Stanton, our machine has been in our country almost 2, 3, 4 months. Your government won't pay our money. The development here is not force. In Alexa, in simple English.
You said it.
The development here is not force.
Yeah, I agree. For real, for real.
The development thing, they're not force. When your government, in simple English, can we put it in simple English? Let how people understand it.
Yeah.
When your government not get contact, if the president not know plenty people outside the country, if the government official, nobody know them outside the country besides D Calabash and the different clubs in Monrovia, and not force to force development on the people. Because the essence of you wanting to institute developmental project is to alleviate the country from debts, from burdens, and different stress. Your attempt to bring a particular developmental initiative to the country should not worsen the country's stress level. I'm using Stanton's account to make these statements. He supported this administration. He brought this government to power. Like all of us, including you in the taxi there, he's disappointed in the government because of too many things that the government is unable to live up to. The first time I saw Stanton complaining was when he saw President Bouaka flying a private jet out of the country. Stanton said, "But Pape, when we were supporting you, you made a commitment to us that President Weah was flying private jet. If we support you and you become president, instead of flying private jet like President Weah, you will fly commercial and not fly extravagant lifestyle like you allege President Weah was involved with. How come you became president, even to go to Lufa County, small airplane got to come and carry you?"
Oh, yeah, we.
And those were concerns Stanton was raising. You can hit Stanton. Oh, yes, you can hit me. You can hit Alexa. But when a man says to you that when I become the pastor of this church, members will not put offering, and he become pastor, and he start charging member to sow seed before you even receive prayer, that's a fundamental problem. A serious minded member of the church should ask the pastor, why have you deviated from the original plan? Stanton decided to question the status quo. Pape, you told us that you wouldn't have done this. You told our president we are transform his rehab residence. Not a rehab residence, his 9th Street residence. You told us he built his 9th Street residence when he became president. You said it was wrong. Although he was the president, he was receiving a lot of salaries. He had too many presidential immunities. But you told us it was wrong for President Weah to have built his 9th Street house. How come you became president and you are now constructing a $3 million property in rehab in the middle of the road? Stanton said those are things that made him vex, for which he left President Bouaka. More to that, Stanton said President Bouaka told them during the campaign that President Weah was building 17 houses to, how do you call the place? ABC, Baptist Seminary. Stanton said President Bouaka complained that it was not a good thing that President Weah was building those houses for himself. Stanton said, to his surprise, President Bouaka had gone to Lufa County. His friends went to Lufa County and spent $10 million on another presidential project. Today, the country cannot tell us in plain terms, with documents being made available, who is the owner of the property. It has been said that the property was built to surprise the president. $10 million of the Liberian people money used to surprise the president by his officials who are yet to be arrested for spending public money without authorization from the legislature or the Ministry of Finance. Stanton got angry and said, "This is not what I supported, and I'm not going to continue supporting it." This is the Stanton who is now reporting that people who sold the yellow machines, in that yellow machine trade, it is no longer going to be, sold or selling or whatever. Those who supplied the yellow machine to the Republic of Liberia are requesting for their money. They can no longer hold their peace. Apparently, the time frame that was told to them has elapsed, and the guys can no longer hold it. They want their money. From the time we've been discussing the yellow machine issue, that almost 3 years now. One of the yellow machine not even touched the road yet. They're all packed. The other one, for it, even leave Freeport, slept right to the gate. They got to go repair it. No, this is not funny. Alexa, all those who live Bonneville, they saw the machine to Freeport Gate the next
Serious
day.
comedy show. I swear to God.
They saw it the next day. And that's why I keep saying to people, our position on this radio will be very clear. Our job is to hold the government accountable. The government is spending the Liberian poor money. It is our responsibility to ensure that they account for their stewardship. The money being used is not for His Excellency Joe Boaka. It is not his personal money. The money being used to do these things is not the money of Honorable Jeremiah Kuhn, the Vice President. Neither is it the money of Representative Richard Kuhn, the Speaker. The money being used is for the Republic of Liberia, Liberian people's money, the taxpayers' money, our resources' money. So when those funds are being spent, it is important that the citizens ask the truth, the hard questions. The machines that we have not used, we never used one of the machines before the Great War, even from here to there. We not use it yet. In fact, the machine said not for our road, then it is facing our road. Because from the time where we carry the BDC carry to the other barrier, then we bring it from the barrier, all that thing where the machine been passing on, it been breaking our road in. Some way, somehow, it been causing damage to our roads. And the machine not even doing one clearing here. Even the place where they keeping there, not clear yet. And we are still concerned about paying back the machine, paying for it. I thought we settled it. I thought there were allotments appropriations in the budget for the machines. I thought subsequent allotments were done to facilitate the procurement of those machines. Why is it that up to now, Alexa, at about this time, Liberians will still be waking up to this story of the people still asking for their yellow machine money? Why?
Pray for Liberia. My only prayer request is to pray for Liberia. They put the government for the yellow machine money. Imagine that. I don't feel what the yellow machine thing. The people call me. They said Jeremiah could not pay the yellow machine money yet. They brought it to us credit and the government is using it. So all that 4.9 million to but where you go? No. That Richardson, don't look at me, I beg you. I will leave this show and let me let me write it down. Take your pen and paper. The person Jeremiah come and get the yellow machine money. They go not pay it. The people say the yellow machine like credit card. They swap the credit card in bars. That's why we pay them more. The government pay it. I see why the yellow machine story looking side. But what we're talking about that? What kind of life? Hey, man, my people. What have we gotten ourselves into? What have we gotten ourselves into? Emmanuel, why you did this to us? That's what you say. Emmanuel, why you did this to us? Can you imagine? We set up a yellow machine car, the people get no, the government, all the people that put behind them for the money. I see what the thing now. It is default to Ivory Coast. Tomorrow you remember that, you remember a thing that passed through Ivory Coast because the yellow machine. Whatever person brought that speech.
Okay. That is where we are. Parallel Woods. That is exactly where we are. That after months of parading, in fact, the yellow machine, let's say, I'm not parade with it. I'm not going to government not parade with the yellow machine. The first time Mama Ability, the first time it was Mama Ability alone with her yellow coat suit and the black, blouse under it with her goatee. And she was like, okay, moving all around with the yellow machine on that day. I mean, all of the bloggers and the online television you can count in this country, one part of that lineup that day. We did a yellow machine around the world tour. From Freeport to Red Light to Tottenham Boulevard, it came back when they carried back to Sheffield Bay. The second time, the government said the one Mama Ability were passing around with that fake and the article that mistake procurement, they sending it back. What did they do? They carry back to the port. When they carry back to the port to carry back to where they said they took it from, they didn't post sharing on. They didn't do live video. Then the other first batch came, the first batch of the second procurement came. The second came a couple of days ago before the drug issue, the second one. Before we could discover the drug at the airport, the second one came. Again, I'm saying it has been alleged. This is not finally verified. It has been alleged that the government of Liberia should keep an eye on the yellow machine that will be coming, because it has been alleged that some unscrupulous individuals are packaging in the yellow machine, in pocket, and in the net it can go to the fence where they're keeping it, and take the thing from there and get ready to ship it out of the country. That information is elite. The security pool to work on it. Let's go to the issue of the machine paper. Let's say, wow, this is discussing yellow machine.
That's a question I'm asking myself.
The government should already be done the paying for everything.
Has it already been on the
If not, over 2 years. Over 2 years. If not paying for it, the government should already have a sealed agreement that will not be looking like you credit man what kobo in the community. But then you found the motorway, you not see me yell. You ain't worried. Now, it should not be like this. It should not be like this. The government should be very, very concerned about the image of our country. Look, let me say this to our people, and let the whole world hear this. And that's why people have issue with us. We understand the emotions. But trust me, when you are in power, when you are the government of today, it is not about your individual needs. No. Are you the government of the day in the republic? It's not about your own personal needs. Whatever you do will have an adverse reaction on the country. If you choose to do something bad, of course, the consequences will be as that. They will be proportionate to what you would have done to the country. So if you are weaker on the country, it will be like that. When you are weaker on the country, it will be like that. When you are weaker on the country, it will be like that. You know, once you are weaker on the country, it will be like that. The government should be very, very concerned about whatever she will be doing. Because when you go into a deal with these people, all these multinational, all these big companies, are interrelated. So if a yellow machine company is going to a deal with you and you cook them in the deal, the yellow machine company is friendly with hospital bear company. So the day when you won't go credit hospital bear, the hospital bed company will say, hey, you're not buying yellow machine from my sister, unless you're not paying your money yet. I'm not giving you a hospital bed. That's why you are not supposed to be crooked as a government. When you are dealing, deal in transparency and honesty. Deal fairly. You're only in charge of the country as our government. The decisions you make are decisions that could spoil the image of our country or preserve it. This is no CDC, no Unity Party conversation. It is about preserving the image and maintaining the integrity of our country. When you spoil the country name, the next government will suffer. Even if you guys were to win again for the second term, you will still suffer. So it is not about what you think. It is about what is best for the country. Yeah, Stanton may be the one saying it, Alexa. And some of you, I know some of you who are very dismissive have started insulting Stanton. Let Stanton win, man. Let Stanton move from here, man. I know all of you, yeah. I know. Yeah, in Jeff, man. Oh, Stanton wanted to do they want to come and say no, why you doing it? Okay, agree. Stanton wanted to do. That agree, Stanton wanted to marry somebody in the government and President Baga said, no, you're not married the person. That you agree.
It doesn't stop the fact that he's been under the water with all of you.
It doesn't stop the fact that people are complaining to him that their machine is in Liberia and they have not gotten their money. So instead of you focusing on what Stenton is saying, you are busying yourself with what you perceive Stenton Winter he did not get, for which he's arguing. I just want to clear that one so that we can proceed. Because I know some of you making flower now and telling your friend in the boss, say, oh, but Stenton's talking to him because he ain't get the one. Forget it. Let's assume Stenton Winter to be washing President Baga's car every morning, and President Baga said, no, don't wash my car. Does that in any way negate the fact that people are complaining to him that the yellow machines our country bought, we have not given the money to them, and the sellers are vexed? When a government is dealing, when a government is involved with a particular deal, the government should be very authentic, very fair in that deal, and as transparent as possible. Because people are connected. Almost like you can't talk to one journalist, my man, please go record my story or go cover my story. Go bring my story live, my program live. And let's not go to the program. You go do a Facebook live, everything fitting with your program. At the end of the day, you ain't going to get let's have a kato. Let's not calling you over there, you can't get a kato.
You black you by the boy. Oh.
Let's not call you, cancel the call. You block the call. Let's not text you, she can't get you. Finny. You don't even know, say, let's not brother saying casket.
Yeah.
So somebody go down, you won't go credit casket or go bury your brother. You go to the casket, the casket say, who can you? Who? John Blow. John Blow, you now carry a letter one day to go cover your family meeting to rehab. And when you go do finish with the family meeting, Elisa calling you, answer her. And I'm giving you the casket because I now want no wahala. These companies are interrelated. I mean, they are interconnected. So if the country will go into a deal with yellow machine people, as Stenton is saying, using his report as the basis of this conversation, if that report fails, automatically we will surrender all of our inputs on the subject. We were using his account. Do you know that if you mess up with a deal involving the yellow machine with the yellow machine vendors, the government could risk having all the closures of the different deals being negotiated. A possible government negotiating with people to bring armchair. A possible government negotiating with people to bring hospital bed, or people to bring solar plate, this and that, and blah, blah, blah. So when you refuse to settle this particular deal or handle it responsibly, what kind of assurance do you have that the other vendors will want to do business with you? So please, we do not want to make fuss on this radio. We do not want to make fuss with you as a government. Our concern is go back to the drawing board, do what you ought to do. If they put cussing like bro us out there, and now you're alone the cussing, or they're cussing us. Because the country ain't for you alone. The country for all of us. So if a vendor is in China, for example, or he's in Korea or Japan and insulting the Republic of Liberia, he's not only insulting your the party, he's insulting every one of us in the country, even those of us who do not have political parties. He's insulting us. Because why? Our government went into a deal, our government told a machine, and I won't pay a machine money. That's why we're putting our money in the team. If not, we have no business putting our money in it. We got no business putting our money in it. The only reason why we are concerned is because when you went to do your transaction, you did those transactions in the name of the Republic of Liberia. And as a Liberian citizen, we are entitled to defend the image of our country now. So when you go borrow in our name, we'll force you to pay in our name. We'll compel you to pay in our name. Because if you don't, the disgrace thereof that we don't want to bury, it will be a collective burden. And that's why we are concerned about what you do. So please, this is not our topic. Stenton raised it, and that's why we thought to elevate it. We thought to put our mouth in it. We thought to let you know. The people say they want their money, you'll go find their money. The people are sitting down with a yellow machine. Maybe somebody was just buying it somebody come to Cameroon to go to buy 2 pieces. Other person come to Nigeria to go and buy 3. How the people are doing their business. Now you're the one join me here. Nobody asks you nothing. You will call you and say, oh, go bring 285. How you got to 285? The country ain't know yet. So please, like you're the one say you're going for 285 machine. Nobody force you. You go back and pay the people the money. Our country name is very precious. Some of you got two countries. Some of you are citizens for or two different countries. And the only country we are citizens for. So don't spoil our country name. Go pay the boat machine, or you put them. You go pay the boat machine, or you hire. Unless how many youth they will hire.
I don't even know.
You hire 300 youth with water pump machine. You go wash the people on the machine back and put it in the ship and carry it back. If you cannot pay for the machine, don't let it be costing all whole day and be lodging our complaint to people. If you can pay for it, hire 300 youth. They go to the place where the machine and packing. They wash it clean with tassel and omo, clean water. The minute you need to wipe it, you bring your truck, then we pour it on the truck, we carry it out to the port, and carry the port machine back to them. Development, they're not forced. Alexa, quickly, then we go to the main topic.
So we shared that same professor, and I used to call him Eat and Worry, because after writing your final exam, this man will organize, an entire party for you. You're not paying anything.
The Professor Alfonso Tue. Everybody know him. Everybody know him. All the people
Alfonso Tue, exactly. So you're not paying nothing to say, oh, each person in the class will pay $5 to contribute. No, nobody paying. And at that time, you not see your paper, you not see your grade.
If you attend Alfonso Tue classes, after the semester, you go chill, your ball.
You're not spending no money. They say, oh, buy all eating it.
You buy the liquor, you buy the food, you buy everything.
You're drinking, you eating, but you're worrying because you don't know what your grade is.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the same thing with this entire yellow machine situation. It seems like this is like Eat and Worry, CP kind of thing, where you have different stories first, because when you take chicken in a community, everybody knows say you frying chicken to your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Time to pay the money when the people come, you're not to your heart. Like you have all the different random stories that this person has gone here, this person has gone there. But that's besides the point. What I'm about to say is, I don't know. I've always been a fan of storytelling, but I've never been a fan of inaccurate storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying this to me, we like to see authenticity in a particular story.
Mm-hmm.
We like to see truth in a particular story, because you're going to be so much in it. This yellow machine situation, it started with gentleman's agreement. That was the first ever narrative we had when we were one of the first platforms to have raised a concern about the yellow machine, because we're asking what's up with the procurement aspect of it. Because one morning we just got up and everything was like, oh, we're going to have 285 Earth movie equipment in the country. We didn't get any prior information, any prior, stuff as to where those machines were coming from, whether the government had already procured it. Hold those different conversations. Those conversations were never held. People did not talk about all those things, but we started asking. And then it went to a point where people also, different individuals, started asking questions. And at the end of the day, the president said it was based on a gentleman's agreement. He had his old friend who had told him, hey, Joe, I believe in you. I believe in your agenda, and I'm going to help in this regard. That was the first. And later on, Mama Kability and that of the list of Vesta Grisby, may his soul rest in peace. Their names also appeared, and here and there, back and forth, all the different stories were so much confusing and inconsistent. Fast forward, the vice president of the country was sent to do like a window shopping, if that's how we're going to call it. He went to China and he got back that, we're not going to pay 80 million or 50 million, whatever the initial amount was. Now we have had a conversation where we'll be paying 22 million. Everybody was happy because everybody wants development. Everybody wants to have, the county to have yellow machines and whatnot. Everybody was happy. That was like in the news. Everybody was talking about it. We were again asking. So what becomes of the first arrival of yellow machines that were already in the country? the first machines that were already paraded with the minister, Mama Kabiriti? Nobody answered that question. So later on, we hear say, oh, they gave the machine back. And that was something that didn't make sense to me now. You bring something in the country, I thought you already pay for it, you're not pay for it. Then you realize say the money too plenty, so you got to carry back. Then you pull it on ship and carry back. And I understand it. The vice president went and had a whole arrangement, 22 million. They say again the machine coming. Your country will get maybe 5, 8, and everything else. We here now. Your very own darling boy. I don't know if he's still darling boy to you guys. Stanton Witherspoon had a different update that the people whose machines were free, they're now agitating that they have not received any payment yet. They're yet to receive their payment, and they're asking the government of Liberia to pay them. They're let's focus. And Liberia is our brand. We are citizens of this country, and our brand is Liberia as a country. So when the government of Liberia allegedly is yet to pay what they have already brought in the country, that means there's no trust. Not just here, but internationally, there's no trust, and it becomes a problem. All of us say development are force. In as much as we love development and would like to have this country to be developed to a point where everybody is like, oh yeah, this is Liberia and that. You do not need to impress your people you consider opponent to you to be able to feel good about yourself. It happened with the Ayalolo buses in Ghana. You know exactly how it sounded. And those buses were taken back to Ghana, not during the day, but at night. They were taken back in secret after the government had, publicly done like an exhibition and what have you. Here we are again, and we're having a conversation about yellow machine. We should not be having this conversation at all. We should not be. What kind of yellow machine get more than 5 different stories? 1 minute, the lawmaker in yellow suit. They passing around happy. The following time, they say you're not paying our money yet. You stop disgracing this country.
That's right.
We beg you. If you get yellow machine to bring, everybody will be happy, but it should be brought in the right way. When nobody will be behind say you bring our money. Gentlemen's agreement or not, here we are. So I don't know if we're going to have another story maybe next month about this entire yellow machine thing. I don't know, because it seems like the other news had to that. You're always getting update, but that's where we are. You are not forced to prove a point. Campaign is over. Like campaign now, you can show your screen to everybody. See, I got it going on.
Oh yeah.
When you not got it going on like that, it don't show that you really, you got it going on. Just stop it, please.
Okay, so basically we're gonna go over to the drug issue now. Time for the call in segment. You can, and we'll give more time for call today. We started a whole drug issue, and
we've been on a journey. I swear to God,
the government is trying to play smart. And the only reason why the government is still forcing herself to play smart is because there are people who are being protected by the system, and the system will have to release those people for prosecution. Look, let me say this to people. Most of the governments we have had in Africa, and Liberia is of no exception, most of the governments that have been failing are governments that failed because the leaders of those respective governments decided to protect a few group of people against the interests of the entire government and the country. I don't know who is advising the current administration.
What do you mean? The president has a lot of advisors. Remember?
So on this drug issue, I don't know who he is listening to. But assuming he is not listening to anybody, we were told in 2023 that he is a man of wisdom and abundance of political and governmental experience. So yes, we expect that he will independently make decisions. He's now a neophyte. He's now a novice to governance. At least that is what we were told. The fact that RIA, day before yesterday, DEA took RIA to court day before yesterday to just have access to the CCTV footage
And the waybill stuff.
and the waybill information at the airport. It's a clear indication that the government is divided over the drug situation, and it is wrong. The government should be speaking in one tone. The president spoke yesterday to the nation, Alexa. The president spoke to the nation, calling on Liberians to trust the government. Okay, Mr. President, I want to trust the government. But how am I going to trust the government when two government entities taking one another to court on the same drug issue? Then how am I going to trust the government? No. I mean, somebody should help me ask the president. Somebody should help me reach this to the president. The president said we should trust his government. We should trust the Republic of Liberia in handling this drug issue. I agree. We should respect and trust the government. How are we respecting the government when government entities are taking each other to court? Not for anything, but to review evidence, to review pictures that could lead to the arrest, of a potential suspect in the drug bust situation. How are we supposed to respect and listen to the government? How are we supposed to trust the government when the government fighting? No, how are we? Either your power get drunk to the horse, you finish drinking part of king juice, liquor. He's intoxicated. He's high on king juice. The Grover call it Panadol. He drank a lot of Panadol. And he's tipsy. He's drunk. And maybe you got armed robbers or criminals around the place. You guys want to run away and he's telling you, you don't run, yeah, for that minute.
Please.
How are we supposed to trust our part who already drunk and he said we're not running away from the armed robbers? The citizens want to trust the government. The citizens want to rely on the government, that the government will settle this drug issue amicably with fairness, transparency, and justice. What the government doing? DEA carrying RIA to court. For what thing? Because DEA won't see RIA camera, RIA said no. Or perhaps RIA is not willing. Or RIA is telling DEA, say, go, before I show you my camera, go bring paper. The same government. Now, to make matter worse, the DEA came up initially and said, a guy called Emmanuel Trocon Zion. Emmanuel Trocon Zion was the one who received the consignment at the airport. Fellow Liberians, the president spoke yesterday and said, we should, trust the government. I'm not fighting nothing. I will trust the government. But how am I trusting the government, Mr. President? The DEA told all of us in the country, say, Emmanuel Trocon Zion was the man who received the consignment at the Roberts International Airport. Mr. President, your Justice Minister, Father Onzo Twe of the United Methodist Church, went to the legislature, our direct representatives. A lawmaker asked him, Minister Twe, who that begin, who you say received the drug? Where is he? We answer him that since 2023. I want all of you who are listening to the radio to pay attention. Lawmakers up Capitol Hill yesterday asked the Minister of Justice of the Republic of Liberia in this drug issue. The president said we should trust the government. And I'm saying, yeah, let's trust the government. But how are we trusting the government? How will we trust the government when the Minister of Justice who is the Attorney General of the Republic of Liberia, the man who is in charge of the police, the immigration, the DEA, the fire service, and something else. I will get it. If I don't have it, you're sorry. The correctional facilities and so forth. The prison compound. The Minister of Justice got supervision over those entities. DEA to offers in one of the press releases that Emmanuel Trokon Zion was the man who received the drugs. Elisa? Simple. So, when they announced Emmanuel Trokon Zion and put a passport also, plenty of people came out and said, no, but about dies in 2023. How come the boy who dies in 2023 is the one who received drugs in June of 2026? How possible? So, thereby can now work out to receive drugs under a rescue government, under His Excellency President Bwaka? How possible? That is not possible. So folks started to raise these concerns. They were raising these concerns and expressing their own doubts over the statement emanating from the DEA. The first thing the Minister of Justice said, going forward, we'll not be talking anything about the case again, because by then he had realized that the initial disclosure by the DEA regarding Emmanuel Trokon Zion had received public, scrutiny. Was met with public resistance and scrutiny. They said, no, but I never said that the Pekin received the drugs. When the Pekin were in the passport, we are told the Pekin dies in 2023. Whether it is true or not, up to now, the Pekin not go do any video to say I'm not doubt.
But that was a very easy question to answer.
No feminine will ever come out anywhere to say I want better than that. You understand that? So it shows something is smelling somewhere. Something is not correct. But let's leave that part. The lawmakers then asked the Minister of Justice, Honorable Attorney General of the Republic of Liberia, where is this person of interest who received the consignment at the airport? There you go.
Things are happening.
How did I come here? How did
you come here?
How did I become a Liberian citizen?
You have no control over that.
I have America there, right here, Japan there, China there. If I'm going to be Chinese, I'm not going to regret it. We all have food they can be eating, no problem. Yeah, but how did we reach to this level? So listen, right? The Minister of Justice was asked by a couple of lawmakers, Chivo, we are told that the Pekin who you say was the one who received the thing. People telling us that the Pekin dies in 2023. Where is the Pekin? The Pekin living or not living? You can't listen to what your Justice Minister said. We don't want to say so they can say that freedom haven't say. Because I don't need the highest point I don't need for nothing. As objective and responsible we are on this radio station, that a business. But that's what we are. Listen to it.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. So the question for Emmanuel Zion, we don't know whether he died or alive.
Are you listening? Elisa, you got it? You got that point?
We don't know whether he is dead or alive. Imagine.
So the Justice Minister was being asked by a couple of lawmakers about the status of Emmanuel Zion, the man who DEA had already told us was the one who received the drugs at the airport. Our Attorney General of the Republic, the Honorable Minister Oswald Twe, a respectable United Methodist elder. You hear what the had to say? They asking the Justice Minister, Chief, your DEA told us that they're picking one of the one who collected the drug and carried it in the warehouse and kept it there for 2 weeks before they could make an attempt to move it on Brussels Airlines and take it to London. But the people who are naming your report in your initial press release, people say they begin doubt. And in that time we're having election. So how can you wake up from in a grave or in a cemetery in a mortuary? Or maybe they're having a funeral and jump in the casket where he goes to he can't to the airport, he can't receive the drugs, then you go back and lay down in the casket again for them to go pay we go to do it.
He was resurrected.
The Justice Minister responded by saying, on the question of Emmanuel Zion, I cannot tell you whether he's dead or alive. Listen to it, we play O and O. O and O.
So the question for Emmanuel Zion, we don't know whether he's dead or alive. But he has president interest because the thank you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. So the question by Emmanuel Sion, we don't know whether he died or alive. But he has president interest before he brought in the cabinet.
Are you hearing the lawmakers laughing, Alexa?
The lawmakers settle their issue.
No, but they're laughing because they know they're too funny. The lawmaker asking you, Mr. Minister, you are the Attorney General of the Republic of our country. They're picking who has received the drugs to the airport. People say they begin down 2023. We want to know from you because the DA is supposed to be reporting directly to you, the Justice Minister. So you should be aware of the status of that person of interest who was named in the report in their initial release to the public. Where is this guy? What is the status of this man? And our Justice Minister looked in the faces of the lawmakers and said, the question of Emmanuel Zion, I cannot tell you whether he's dead or alive. But our president yesterday told us that we must trust the government. How? The Nigerian will say, as how now? You run in Nigeria? Yeah, Nigeria. Go on Facebook, TikTok. They can say, as how now? As how, Mr. President? How are we supposed to trust the government when the Minister of Justice cannot tell us whether the person of interest is living or in die? What have we done? The
least thing.
Probably. This is terrible. No, this is not funny anymore. Yes, I agree with the president that we should trust the government. How are we going to trust the government? When the Minister of Justice is not even aware on whether the person of interest is living or in die. Let's know him.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. So the question by Emmanuel Sion, we don't know whether he died or alive. But he has president interest before he brought in the cabinet. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. So the question by Emmanuel Sion, we don't know whether he died or alive. But he has president interest before he brought in the Thank you, Honorable Speaker. So the question by Emmanuel Sion, we don't know whether he died or alive. But he has president interest.
Look, imagine lawmakers laughing. All of you listening to the clip, those of you who listen to the radio, listen keenly. After you got you saying the question of Emmanuel, we don't know whether he died or alive. He had a lawmaker laughing on the audio. All of them laughing. Quick. Because look, even the kid who cheering, the small one cheering, what's the sucking milk? If you go tell them that thing, they will laugh. They will not laugh because they want to rude. They will laugh because they are surprised. They will laugh because they are disappointed. They will laugh because they are frustrated in a government that was supposed to be a serious government. And I still find my friends in the Unity Party on social media boasting that this is a responsible government. Is this what you call responsible government? So these are things that can provoke the citizens to serious anger. And we are thankful that today's opposition is very civilized. You can say whatever you want to say about today's opposition. We are thankful that they are not that desperate like the opposition we had 6 years ago. Because I swear to anything that I know, if my brother Mo Ali, who is now bereaved, if he would have been in opposition today, and Frank Musa Dean, Councillor Frank Musa Dean, the Justice Minister by then under the Weahs administration, had gone to the plenary of the Liberian House of Representatives and told the people that we do not know whether this suspect is living or dead, Mo Ali would have announced a protest action. Baka Jaliba would have started printing t-shirts. Emma 12 going to start making statements on Facebook. Colina Kratop are going to be having press conferences. Honorable Joe Baka would have endorsed that protest, and before you know it, Henry Costa is already on the street with Justino Taylor and Noah Zahu Gibson. They all will be all in the country and causing noise, demanding that John Weah step down. They would do that. And that's why I said today's opposition is civilized and not desperate. Imagine the opposition not even giving the government a hard time. They say, run the country the way you want to run it. We'll not bother you. We'll not suffocate you. entrusting it, no pressure on you, and you are committing all of these things against the Liberian people, why would the Justice Minister go to the plenary of the House of Representatives? That is the direct representation of the people of our country, Alexa. Each lawmaker in that place represents a particular district that other often came from. Anywhere you stay in the country, that district, Alexa. Anywhere where you stay before in the country, that district. He was responding to the Liberian people. And he could not tell us whether the only male person of interest that was named. He said, you know whether he meant die or he meant living. The question was asked on the premise of this man being alleged to have died in 2023. The lawmaker in the worker to ask the minister, say the man living or he living. Because there were reports prior to his appearance at the legislature that this person of interest had already died in 2023. 2023, that's about 3 years ago. We're in 2026, right? That's about 3 years ago. So the lawmaker said, that man who has said a person of interest, that man not died 3 years ago according to the report that we have. So can you tell Mr. Minister, is this your person of interest living or he not living? Can you hear a minister now? And the president said we must trust them. The president said we must trust the country. Our president said we must trust the country. But you're the Minister of Justice.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. So the question by Emmanuel Sion, we don't know whether he died or alive. But he has president interest.
Hearing the lawmaker, they're laughing. You know, I mean, as difficult as it is, I don't intend to laugh, Alexa, but the thing is tempting. I mean, what is this? What is actually happening to our country? Look, if you know our style of broadcast, Alexa and I, normally we come on this radio, we do a lot of entertainment. I want to come to this radio every day, just talk few societal issues, play music, you know, interact with the callers. That's what I want to do. You know, I don't take pleasure in whining and beating the government on a daily basis. But at the same time, the government too should stop creating the reasons for people to suspect them, for people to see them as the prime suspect in this case. Why would the Justice Minister go to the plenary of the House of Representatives and say to us that he doesn't know whether Emmanuel Trogonzion is dead or alive? What is this? What is it? Now, how dare you do that? What's happening to you, Mr. Minister? Daniel, what's going on? What's going on, Mr. Minister? With all due respect, sir, was that answer appropriate for our country? That answer alone can provoke anger. The Liberians are concerned that their country is about to be blacklisted. We have been told that Brussels Airlines is contemplating on suspending her flights to Robert International Airport. That's the abbreviation for our airport, ROB. That they are contemplating, meaning they are having meetings, observing the pros and the cons to stop their flight from having a touch on our soil. That is a serious setback to our country. In the midst of it all, the minister is before the legislature, where partners are following keenly. And you are telling us that you cannot tell us whether the boy living or the boy die? The boy who also received the drugs, you can tell whether the boy living or the boy not die? And you can tell us? I mean, how now?
Does he have a twin brother?
How? Our president last night told us that we must trust the government. All of the things he said, I mean, that's my summary. That we should trust the government, but we do the right thing. How are we to trust the government to do the right thing when a person of interest who was initially named whereabout is unknown? If the Justice Minister ain't know whether the boy living or he died, that who will know? The police reports directly to the Minister of Justice. The justice minister will call the fire service director today and say, hey, man, come here. What's going on? What happening to the fire truck? Oh, begin adding rule, eh? Okay, hold on. You go to the president, say, Mr. President, fire service begin adding rule on me. Begin, the next day they sack you. He has influence over the police director, the immigration boss, the fire service boss, and the head of the correctional facilities in the country. That's how powerful the justice minister is. I'm told of the paper, he is the only minister of government who can disagree with the president on policy issues.
And that's a good thing.
That's how powerful the minister of justice is. So for our minister of justice to go to the legislature and say, you know what, the board, leaving on the board, with all the briefing they have given him, it shows that something is not right. It is because of those suspicious dealings and those suspicious statements. Liberians do not want to trust that the government will handle this thing amicably. And that's why we are calling on the international partners to get involved. I know the embassy listening. I know a few friends there who are listening. I know what's up. I know what's going on. You people have to get involved. Regardless of the situation, you have to get involved. I know there was a meeting held yesterday at the level of the presidency, the Papier House. I know all of the different things that I know. I will reserve comments. But it is about time the partners get deeply involved. Because from what I see, the government is not ready to play fair with this game. Now, you can argue all of the things you want. The essence of my conversation has been tailored, on what the Minister of Justice is saying. You ask any serious pastor in this country, he will tell you that, hey, that thing that man said, I'm scary. Because at the end of the day, he is the one who is supposed to be charging people to court. And that's how the Justice Ministry presides over the government prosecutors. The Solicitor General of the Republic of Liberia is the government chief lawyer. Who's going to be fighting court? The government chief prosecutor. That in there. And he's over there operating. Government chief court lawyer. That in there. The government chief lawyer that is Minister of Justice. So, if the Justice Minister ain't know whether the first person in India living or in that, how would they draw indictment? How would they prepare the prosecution case? Where are we?
Where we are.
No, Alexa, where are we?
We are where we are. We don't know how far.
And last time the Papa said we should trust that he will get it better. Now the sad part of it, and I want you to pick up from there, is what we are gathering that the folks are allegedly pressurizing Fijera Biago to resign. Okay, just 5 minutes. Me get 3 minutes on it. Yeah. We'll leave some like 15 minutes for our people to call.
Yeah, because we've been very unfair to them.
Yeah, 15 minutes. But 5:45, Alexa, 5:45, we'll start talking to our people. But Alexa, we've been told that big hands in this country, in the government and other business places, are pressurizing Fijera, what is his name? Biago. To do what? To twist the case in their favor. Because doing so will preserve the names of key individuals who could damage the reputation of the government. For them, they are not concerned about the international cleansing our country will receive as a result of exposing the real perpetrators. They are not concerned about it. They are concerned about preserving the true identities of those who are behind this drug issue to satisfy the Unity Party political fears in the country instead of satisfying the country's national image. So what are they doing? What do we know? What are we getting? It has been alleged that these individuals from higher ups, big offices in the country, big businesses in the country, are pressurizing Biago and telling Biago, do it like that, do it like that, do it like that. If you want to go this way, do it like that. So in the end, Biago is now confused. We have been told that Biago is contemplating on resigning And I'll just end on this one quickly before you come in. Let me say this to you, Mr. Biago. I haven't seen you before. We spoke on telephone a couple of times. Maybe the day we see, I'll remind you. It's not for the radio. It's not for the radio to get. But let me say this to you. I see your pictures on the newspapers, in the newspapers rather. And I see you on TV, in some instances. Whether you're old, but you look younger. You got future. I'm not too sure your children are more than 30 years. If they're more than 30 years, then I mean you started very soon, which is also a good thing. Um, yeah, yes, sir. Please, Mr. Biago, I know you're listening because people say you can't miss the show. You have a future. Your children got future. Your wife got future. The name Biago is a representation of your family. You are a serviceman. Before going to the DEA, you are a trained police officer who served in the Human Resource Department at the Liberia National Police, HR for the police. Government go, government come, you will still work in this country. You owe no allegiance to any political party in this country. Biago, you are not a politician. I know this because under the WIA administration, you were the HR of the police. Under Joe Barker, you were still the HR of the police to the point where you have been transferred to go to the DEA. It shows that you've been serving this country beyond any political party. I do not see any reason why you will capitulate.
Okay, what man speaking vocal?
No, I do not understand why you will want to you want to subjugate yourself to their pressure. I do not understand. If you are contemplating on resigning, that's the best thing to do. If not, stand and fight them. The first oath you took at the police training academy is to fight crimes. It's to fight crimes, regardless of who's involved. Do not allow politicians to make you clean their money. You are a police officer. You took an oath. If they do not respect the oath of office, or they don't talk, you should respect it. If the son of the motorcyclist union president is involved, do your indictment and take him to court. If his power won't use the motorcyclist money to kill you, to fire you, the Liberian people will see you as a beacon of hope that will protect you. I mean, we forget that thing. Whoever son is involved, whoever daughter is involved, name the person, do your indictment and take them to court. Don't allow yourself to be cornered. You are a trained cop. What we are gathering is suitable, that the forcing you, the pressure rising you, you are becoming frustrated. By the day you soon run away, you soon resign. Yes, you could resign. It's going to be okay. But if you were to fight and expose who is involved, I will like it. The Liberian people will like it. Don't allow people who won't win election, Benin, to say, oh, because they won't win election, and when you put it on the other side, the opposition will use it against us to campaign and will embarrass us. That's what we are gathering. It's being alleged that that's what they're telling you. And so your hands are tied. Oh, the man connected to XYZ. When the news comes outside, that it will be disgraceful. Biago don't do it. Re-election involved with it. You are a professional. You are in charge of HR under President. We are today. You still got a big job. What made you think when you do the right thing today, tomorrow you'll not still get a big job? Do the right thing. Mary Brown, Maritime Brown is an example. She did the right thing under Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. She did the right thing under George Weah. She's doing the right thing under Joe Barker. She still got her job. Regardless of the situation, she is still employed. So I ain't gonna say for the election. Let's hear you quickly, then we go take calls. We've been treating our people badly of recent.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say much because we still have tomorrow to continue. But I think Oliver had already sounded the way he did, and I would like to say this entire drug situation, it is something that everyone, regardless of your political affiliation, everyone should be concerned, as we have been for the past few days. Everyone should elevate their voices, and there should be a collective effort to have everyone, talk about this. And I also like to say, do not give in to anyone who would tell you that people are politicizing this drug issue. That's why everyone is talking about it. Do not be swayed by that, because this is a societal issue. And the more we talk about this energetically, the better it is for all of us. Because it may be your son who is a victim, it may be my brother, it could be anyone. Anyone, it could be. So everyone needs to put their hands on deck, and everyone should get involved with this discussion. I remember when we had the situation of Capitol, and Fonanti had gone to court, and one of the things I said, I was sitting on a leap of faith. So it is nostalgic to listen to Oliver say the president told us to trust the government. The president told us to trust the process. And it is a bit ironic, because how do we trust when the simple questions that are being asked are yet to be addressed, are yet to be answered? The simple questions. One of the questions the lawmaker asked was about Emmanuel Zion. And you listen to the comical response from the Minister of Justice, because that didn't actually make any sense to me. For any reason, he shouldn't have sounded the way he did. But I mean, he is who he is, and I mean, he chose his words to use when he appeared up there. But at this point, the man at LDA, he should not give in to anyone who wants to ruin his very own image, because it goes a long way. As a security personnel, you have a long way to go. You're to be an apolitical person, whether you have a political appointment or whatever you guys want to describe it to be. Where you are, maybe your children's friends could be victims of drugs. Even your very, I don't know how many children you have, if you have children. Then I don't know if you have a daughter, you have a son, I don't know, but it could be any of your family members. And the reason these young children are victims, one of the reasons is because you have these cruel people to bring drugs in the country. So once you have drugs to be available, obviously a person who wants to abuse drugs, someone is going to get money somewhere, and you're going to buy a portion of it, and you're going to use it, and at the end of the day, you're a victim. So this is not something, and also to all of you who are on the end of defending, you're on the defensive, right? You are saying, oh, you're not know nothing, we're using international standard. Why are you being insensitive? Why? I spoke about transformational leadership, and it all connects to what we're discussing here. If you're telling us, oh, yesterday some people brought drugs in the country and they were not investigated, even though we saw 100 million plus drugs being burned, you're in power. Go ahead and investigate. We're not discussing that. So if you want to discuss that, you're in power. You can go ahead and investigate. We are focused on this 90 million consignment of drugs, to be precise, cocaine, in this country. And that should be our focus. We should not be discussing something else. I think that's a diversionary, thing, where you want to forget about what is here, what we're looking at, the questions we're asking about the current situation that's ongoing, and you're taking us back. We're not here for that. You have the power, investigate, and move forward with it. However the case is going to end, with LDA taking the airport to court, however that is going to end, I don't know. But again, public trust is something that easily goes away based on how you're handling things that at hand. So I don't know if I am still sitting on a leap of faith as I did before, or whether I am squatting on a leap of faith. I don't really know where I am, but I am where I am. And we're still looking forward to, the outcome of everything else. Whoever that's pressuring, as it has been reported, we're going to verify that. Stop it. Stop it. The people should be the most powerful. You should be scared of the people. You know why? Because the same people who handed you power, the same people who trusted you from the beginning, they could tell you, I no longer trust you. And the worst thing to ever experience is to lose the trust of people who once trusted you to the highest level. That means whatever you say to them, like just more pressure. They say, move on, yeah, man, what are you saying? You're not to be trusted. But we're still on this, and we're going to be on this. Seriously.
Okay, so we'll go and take this quick break. When we come back, we go to the lines and start talking to our people. This quick break to be right back.
The law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime,
Liberia, from the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing
Okay, Crime Stoppers Liberia, win Liberia, star 25 star 1 hash, and tip me Liberia, including Jin Jong. Jin Jong is also our major sponsor on the radio. Okay, so we'll leave it right there and go to the lines and talk to callers. This first person on the line. Hello, sir. How are you? How you doing? This should be Winston Blyden of Banner FM. Go ahead, Winston. Let's hear you. Hello?
Uh-oh.
Hello? Winston, we missed out on Winston. Let's talk to this person. Hello, how are you? How you doing?
Yes, how are you? There you are.
Okay, I think that's my Bessie.
Yeah,
but let's go.
yeah.
086 500 104 0776 104 104 are the numbers to join the conversation. Winston Blyden, you were calling. Please call us directly, not on WhatsApp, so that it doesn't get interrupted. This person, hello, how are you? Good evening, Chief. Let's hear you, sir.
Okay, this is Nehemiah. I'm calling from Banafan.
Go ahead, from Banafan. Let's hear you quickly.
Okay, Mr. Carter, the government cannot be trusted. Simply means, how will you bring a person of interest, a dead man? Then the justice minister make it worse, what he's saying. He don't know what this man is still alive. You see, the particular particle, the particle guy, they are evil people. Yesterday, they attacked George Ria, former President George Ria, Sinabono, and they said that they brought in drugs. Now, the main message the real age person aware. The end result, that message, it went in the ears of our old man who said that, George Ria was taking drugs to drug the children. So today, it is in a shoe. So we cannot trust. Look at what the president said yesterday. Then we expect that he will come and talk something better than when people, the heart will be pleased. He had a video recording, a pre-video recording. They played a video recording. And other people said, the man was saying, you didn't play the puppet, and the puppet. Where in the world will you see such leaders?
Okay, thank you very much. We'll leave you, my brother. Let's talk to our brother Winston Blyden from Banner FM. Go ahead, Winston. You are live.
Thank you. I'm not going to tell you guys what to discuss, what not to discuss, but I want to make one recommendation. You see that yellow machine, complete discussion. Let us keep our eyes on the ball. And the ball here is the drugs issue. Stato knows exactly what he's doing. He wants to keep us away from discussing it. Stato can start going Liberia of pain.
I think someone's calling locally.
Okay. All right, my dear brother. Thank you very much, Winston. Thank you, Winston. I mean, that point is also worth noting. Thank you, Winston. Your line was terrible, but let's leave you and go to this person. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my Bessie, you're taking the evening.
Go ahead, man, Bessie. From Dole Community, From Dole Community,
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. We pray for you, God will be with you.
Amen.
That particular joy, we'll see it early. But I can lie, man. Some more trust the government. We don't trust in no government. It's for protecting. So we don't trust one result. One result.
Okay, Oma.
They get a problem, and they say, and they confuse. We don't no government. And then they get our own result. That's it.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's leave you right there and talk to this person. Hello, how are you? How you doing?
Yeah, good afternoon. Okay. Good afternoon to Alexa and Acheru.
Quickly, what's your name?
Sarah Barr, calling for Justice Day, concerned librarian for justice.
Go ahead.
No, thank you very much, Machori. No, as he said, Biako, do you go under pressure that you know your ethic? Then you go under pressure. As Kelke say, you can lose the job for your integrity. Other government will come and you will work. If that anything, it's better you resign. But nobody will go hear you and you will not what people need. Now we are looking up to you as trusted minister. That's why you say that you will not get information to the librarian people. Where you get information, you not get information. The thing will not go on a carpet. I said we will stay on the thing here and take you out until we on the street. It will not go on a carpet. Then go international committee, everybody the work, the comment image of the government organ there. And July 17, I know so we will get the street, our placard, we go to all the embassy, we get all the people, everything that Joe Baka opposing door, Joe Baka breaking drugs, the minister breaking drugs, and you don't want that again. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. We'll leave you right there. Let's talk to the person. Hello, sir. How are you? Let's hear you quickly. Hello? Okay, we missed out on that person. Let's talk to the one. Hello, how are you? Quickly, no time. Let's hear you.
I think we should express the caution of failure as only for way
Okay, so let Winston say we'll leave it right there. Let's go to the other one. Go ahead. Let's hear you. There should be Man CC. Let's hear you quickly.
Thank you. Let me say hi to Alexa.
Hello, Mama.
So let's just issue with serious about it. I'm going to tell all the Papa start story and we'll listen to it. Let Waka tell us. The people listen to Waka. He say he can't do it. They work on see or audio. We're not here for that. You cannot get your justice minister go to the up there and telling us what are the men guy or not guy. They can't confirm that. But I may say yes, I say. So I'm not pressing. I know if you call, you say, "Nah, man, I know the DA boss. Can we be pressing the man? Waka know what he's doing." The men are there who do all the TV you are here. The ball you play yesterday on your platform. That's for the executive to the host of representative. They nobody drugs. Then they stop breaking the drugs. And what country will be safe. What can one say? But say you want to expose the government, will kick you from there. And to that man, I don't government say yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
The brother who man, I will sue them and cover their boss for all the delegates. And you see the table of I know why I don't care for why you want president, you want coercion. No. The police want to do it in the game.
Okay.
The whole for that man.
Thank you.
What have you done? What have you done?
Thank you. Thank you,
Man. They want coercion.
Thank you. Thank you. We leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you?
My name is Sotite and I call you.
Soti, call us directly on the phone. Don't call on WhatsApp. You will be distracted. This person, hello, how are you? How you doing?
Okay.
Go ahead.
But I don't want for Biako to resign. You know why? When Biako resign, they will be taking, they will tell us that they can find new GA for us to continue the investigation from there. You know, they put captain. That Biako lead down there. Okay. Just me.
That's what I said. That's what I said. He should not resign. He should not resign.
Okay, they put him on resign, they resign. We're not going to for the kid. Will tell us that they can find new deal for us. So resign the case. They want to say, okay, the poor castle. And to the issue of the yellow machine, okay, with the yellow machine story. The yellow machine story, you know where it can't also make it down. You know what about that? Yellow machine story, that photo bring machine.
Okay, where you get out of news from again? Well, I'll leave you right there and talk to another person. Hello, how are you? How you doing?
Good evening, KOK. My name is Soti Tere and I call you for Ghana's to be bizarre Banave Jojo.
It's better. Go ahead, Soti. Let's hear you.
Yeah, KOK, you know, the plan, the thing that make me happy right now because they just been spoiling some of our brother. So I'm very, very happy. The bishop of the bishop of Nigeria, the message the government is confused. They're not true. You criticize that we the one who bringing drugs in the country. Then today, Your own government official that is bringing drugs. Then you want to hire there somebody that you appointed to show up people that bringing drugs in the country. Then you want to hire there. I'm pushing the opposition now. Okay. I'm pushing the opposition now. We should stage a peaceful protest to the DA office and to the Justice Ministry. That's what give us a cut. That is showing me. You just show Day Valley. Day Valley get free jobs. I mean, two dead for 19.6 million that job. Okay. People killing our brothers and sisters in the country here. We will not take that. We will not take it from the people. They have to tell how we bring the jobs. I don't feel about it in government again. I don't draw we are in government. Magana not in government again. Cemetery not in government to bring jobs. And they tell how we bring the jobs in the country. Thank you for your time, my brother.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. There should be the belated birthday, Omar. Omar Helena, let's hear you. Go ahead.
I do, Papa.
We good.
I just want to ask simple question. I say, why is the government always let to down there on people and say on their body? Why they let to lie? They lie on the other men who they say and they want for them. Then they lie again, they drugs, and then they say that somebody that died. Listen to the representative in the listen to the lawmakers.
All the lawmakers were laughing. They were laughing when the man said you can tell whether the man died or the man living. They were laughing.
What kind of business is this? We inside for God there.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Myalina Wula from St. Paul Bridge. Let's go back and talk to just four more callers, then we call it a day. This person. Hello, sir. How are you? How you doing?
How you doing, okay?
We are great, my brother. Let's hear you, sir. Quickly. Go ahead, Ibrahim.
Let's do it first. Thank you to the station who always there for we the common people. Because when we think that we feel that we got God there that should be there for we the common people, sometimes we get discouraged. Because even our lawmaker who is elected in the horse, we still want to raise for the vote for. Sometimes the station get anything for us. Because you guys are the station we can go for your journalism. You don't want love and grace for us. This person is what it is. Or anyone care we're talking about. But we still call you here.
Amen.
Let me tell you something on the drug issue. I even believe that the DA person, when he had you put to her for him, you're not even going to see. I'm confused.
I know.
Too many court, too many drugs. You see that? Look at country that you have not seen million.
Oh my God. Are you still there? Okay. He's out of touch. Let's leave you right there and talk to the other person. Go ahead quickly. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you very much. The name remains Thomas F. that going for Georgia.
Go ahead, Thomas.
Let me appreciate the afternoon by talking about okay. Sometimes when you see on the platform, you shouldn't be lying to people. Continue to tell the truth. I know you were trying by all means to break down the government, and you keep doing what to break down.
Okay, thank you very much. You can hear the lo-fi in your voice.
Okay.
That's all the person. You can hear the fire in your voice. Hello, how are you? How you doing?
Okay. You're okay.
Hello, how are you? How you doing?
Yeah, you okay?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Yeah, this is my big guy.
Go ahead, email.
Okay. It's no for you, I will just mean that I don't know why they made there or he living.
Oh yeah, and the man at the una first suspect you're calling you.
And then they don't get to the president quickly. The president by is a bit of time already. He told us that we always saw it. He saw people back. So what happened
Okay, we leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Hello, 1 minute. How are you?
Okay. This is Michelle Russell from Yabotan Community along the Defense Freeway.
Go ahead, quickly, sir.
Okay. This is a governmental caricature, as I would tell me to be, because I think the government is very serious to come out to the public to tell us something like such. To the Attorney General of the Republic of Liberia, with a bill into the legislature to inform the legislature about a serious critical national issue that has to do with the integrity of the country out there, both nationally and internationally. To be a particular name that all in the lawmaker, people asking you, so why about this Emmanuel guy you are talking about Emmanuel here? Is he allowing to make it alive, or is there? You know what is very assured?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We take the last two callers, then we go home. This person, hello, how are you? How you doing, Chief?
Thank you very much, Matthias. Brilliant, brother. Okay, and gentleman, brilliant sister,
Go ahead, Poker Roberts.
Thank you very much for the magnificent recognitions and for the public for the recognitions on Poker Robert.
Okay.
I don't even for unknown destinations.
Go ahead.
Okay, your colleague, one of your colleagues just stated from nothing from Panam Radio Station. It's very serious. Have to be very serious with our statements for what you name or the individual from Panam FM. That started second plane. We're not letting the brother look at his story from total to double time without.
Okay, to the issue, quickly.
To the issue now, the real one are only January now is the 19 million. The 19 million are the quote unquote that they bought all. That they put on a show. That what we discussing. So, to the DA boss, trust me, as Kyoki said, you have a false credentials. You are very, very clear when it comes to your duties. When you get activity, say you give a position, it has made the librarian, and it made the librarian. For me, I've been one of your admirers with the DA boss. So we are begging you, don't man no alcohol or caricado, no popo and no tabla rasa, and can put more into your degree. If anything, and 4A and go sit down.
Okay.
For all who already know, got everything in your gadget, we don't want to spoil your red sheet. Thank you.
Thank you. We leave you right there. We leave you. Let's go and take the last two. Then we'll call your day. This person, you are the second to the last caller. Hello, sir. How are you? How you doing?
I'm good, kind. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you, sir.
Let me say hello to say Lesnar, the official spokesperson for the Liberation Right Movement.
Go ahead.
Kind Boga is a failure. This government is a failure. President Boga, you whole line, each from time to time, Boga being government, there is nothing standing at government like people or the union. After a 2-year presidency, Boga is still living
to the drug issue. To the drug issue.
Very good. Very good. So the government is confused and there is nothing good that is going on. Because it's a lawmaker. You see, the lawmaker calling people, then the people paying for, telling them, oh, I had no account or what happened. They ask me whether man is still living or not living or not. And there is nothing today. Also now, what are the results? Nothing. They may never want to get that. Can't even want to put it again. There's a sure government. Let me be sure. But everything is people trust you on nothing. I will trust you. You also care. What is it today? Your brother is a poor America. It's too much the poor boy. Your brother poor corner behind. Nothing for your brain. But I never believe you. They are spending now. They call it image.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, and we'll go in search now for the last caller. 231-865-104. Let's take the last caller from the WhatsApp line. Yes, let's take the last caller from the WhatsApp line. Plus 231-865-104. Then we go home. The last caller from this WhatsApp line. Let's do it. If not, we just squeeze the last caller from the local telephone line. Well, that's how we are already done. We're about to go home to be returning here by. Yes, sir. Let's hear you. How are you?
Yeah, good evening, KWC.
Good evening,
How are
Chief.
you doing?
We are great. Where you join us from, sir?
Anyway, I'm fine. I'm Mohammed Somair and I join you from the Gambia.
The Gambia, from Banjul. The Gambia. Go ahead.
Yeah. KOK, you know, this just issue is very funny. KOK, it was better these people who working in the government, they was not to be appointee. They were just to choose the position. They just take it by themselves because every sector in the government, they are working in who with each other. The drugs they are talking about, the people who carry the drugs at the airport. The airport have a security. The warehouse have security. When the car bring the drugs, the security know which of the car bring the drugs, who then import the, who they carry the drugs in the warehouse. So the government just doing something, but they know who the drugs belong to and who the drugs going to in Europe. They know too good. Now they want to coerce other people so that they can tarnish their reputation and the government can be, let's say, set free. You see, now they want to scam with the Liberian, and I don't think it will be good for the government to start to scam her own citizens. If you do so, then I didn't think so. You want to get good image for yourself or for your government or for your president. So that they come out and tell us, because if this government officials, if they are not taking in jobs because they are saying something that is very confusing, how can you say this person is arrested with the jobs, but you don't know if the person is alive or dead? How can you come out to say that one, Justice Minister? How can you?
Okay.
You think who going to believe you?
Thank you.
Who going to listen to that rubbish that you're saying?
No, we got to keep it. We got to keep it safe. We leave you right there. Thank you from the Gambia, Alexa. We got to go home.
Okay, so just before we leave, I'm told today is Anthony Stevens' birthday.
Oh yeah,
so I'd like to say happy birthday.
The magical man.
Yeah, happy birthday to you, Anthony Stevens. I hope you're having a good time, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, so Stevens, like she said, happy birthday, the magical. He can say the man who doesn't force it. So kind of way in it. But that's exactly what it is. Stevens, happy birthday. We'll leave you here with the Picardo song, Major Headlines. The Justice Minister cannot confirm whether the suspect whether the person of interest in the drug case is dead or alive, but he knew was mentioned. We leave you right there. We'll return on tomorrow.
I cannot go to school, cause no more money.